Miranda, and today I would like to go through my old sketchbooks with you. These sketchbooks here. This is a stack from about 6th to 12th grade, and I am graduating college now, so this is a long time ago. That was 5 years ago that I graduated, and this stuff is, I will be flat out honest with you, for me it's awkward and it's embarrassing because let's face it, high school years can be kind of awkward sometimes, and if you're in high school and you're watching this, or you haven't entered high school yet, just, it's a special time of your life. But enjoy it because it's also fun. Anyway, well first I should say this. Some of these sketchbooks, there aren't 6 of them here. There's actually, oh, just kidding, there are 6 of them, but I do recall that some of them did split 2 years, so other sketchbooks must have been random or something thrown in there. I'll try to go in order. And my YouTube channel has videos right now, and I just want to say this, but I am not nearly as good as half the artists on YouTube. And furthermore, I'm not nearly as good as, like, most of the people in this world. I'm probably at the bottom of the chain, to be honest. So, but you know, as we practice, we develop a style, and I can show you newer stuff in another video if you want me to, but this is not my style anymore. This was what I practiced when I was younger, and now I have freedom to experiment, and things have kind of evolved, so yeah. If you have any comments or things that you would like to critique about this stuff, feel free to post it in those comments because I would love to read it, even if it's like insulting, or you think it might be insulting, whatever. If it's constructive criticism, that would be great too. As I said, if you have suggestions for other videos, like if you want to see newer stuff after this, I would love to show you paintings or whatever in another video. And we can even openly critique stuff in videos, whatever you want. And maybe eventually I can critique your stuff in videos if you send it in to my Twitter account or something, like tweet it at me and write critique with it and a hashtag or something. I don't know, something like that. We'll develop it, or I'll put it in the description, something like that. Are you ready for the adventure? Because it's about to begin. Dun dun dun. Okay, let's start. So this here, apparently we had to do some sort of collage or something with random things. I don't really know why I chose a lot of these things because I don't like football. I know at the time, you can see this, I'll zoom in a little bit and I'll move some stuff out of the way to make that possible. Okay, these are ducks, and I think this is a candle, so apparently I set a bunch of ducks on fire, you know? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, now we are getting to, this is something we had to color in, yeah. This is kind of awkward too, but oh man, welcome to my castle. That was my dream castle back in the day. Do you see that draw? Little door, what do you call those? Somebody help me here. Look at that lack of perception. Do you see this? Let's critique something here. Back in the 6th grade, I drew a window on my wall. And as you can see, this is my corner. But my window is not parallel with that. It needs to come over about this much, and I did not really have that down yet. See, as things progress, well, we learn, but that was something I did not get. And this, that is way out of proportion too. That should be like way down more, but well, I really liked pencils and markers, as you can see, and mushrooms. You know what? I could go for a good portobello sandwich, that's okay. Okay, I should just keep this sideways because it seems that most of my things are sideways. That's okay. Okay, so here is my bedroom at the time, and that's actually what my bedroom looked like back in the 6th grade. I really liked purple, I liked leopard, and I liked flowers, so I had all of those things, pretty much what, you know, and of course my little Avril Lavigne poster over there. Dun 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 dun. Avril. Yeah, you see that. And okay. Textures on a hand. Things are getting a little better now. I can see the proportions of it. Oh, look how teeny my hand was. I like can zoom it now. It's an eyeball! Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Oh my. Look at this hand. Like, this is completely backwards and it's holding a lemonade glass. Like, look at that. Like, what is happening? Obviously, this is my hand, what it should look like holding that glass. What is happening there? Like, this clearly looks like a pinky and, like, you know what I mean? I don't really know, but there's probably a good reason why I gave up on that one. Oh, and then here we start 7th grade. This is a koala bear, and I remember sitting in my kitchen drawing this. It's probably one of my better ones in my younger years. Here is my pathway to my front door, and the way I shaded makes things look very dirty and gross, and obviously I didn't bump up the contrast and stuff enough. This kind of just like blends in with the door. You can't really see three-dimensionality within the objects. It's just outlines. Next, oh, here is a Coke can and a crushed version of the Coke can. Shading is still kind of iffy here, but you know what? We're gonna watch things get better, so let's just stay optimistic. Oh, and here I did this half of the Geico ad, and this half was from a magazine. These were school assignments, by the way. If you didn't get that part, that was what this is. So, hey, if you want to get a free quote today, hey. Oh, and here's an old scroll. Scroll. I almost said squirrel, but I totally meant scroll. This, I can tell you right now, you see all these? I used to tear my art out and, like, cross it out and tear it up and stuff because I thought it was bad. And my art teacher told me to stop doing that, so I guarantee I probably still did stuff like that though, but I kind of regret it now. I wish I would have listened to her because that was good advice, and I don't have those things to look back at now. So if you're one of those people and you really like art, you will regret this later, so don't be like me. I was practicing for my next thing, so this is when I started sometimes doing a pre-sketch to my sketch. So this one was like, I remember this assignment, it was like a play on words, and can you guess what this is? Cat got your tongue. And then I liked this so much that I did it again here. And this is a dog. It kind of blends in with the dresser because I didn't really have that down. And I liked to make up a lot of stuff back then. I didn't like to look at references. So it's probably why my art wasn't too good. But Cat definitely has his tongue. That is a true battle right there. There you go, kitty. Okay, next one is another made-up scene. As you can tell from down here, he just looks like he's just sliding off of the picture. You don't really get a sense of like him laying on something, and reflections and stuff, you know. Colors could be bumped up a little bit, but this has not changed about me since then. I love Oreos. It's still one of my favorite foods, and I drew it. And apparently I liked to just make things float in the background. Okay, here's a blow dryer floating in front of our rainbow background because that's what I did back then. I still own this blow dryer, by the way. Here's a bike in a park, a bonsai tree, the back of some, oh man, I used to think this was so good, but now looking back at it, it was actually not that good. As you can see, the proportions of his body look like his head should be facing us, and I don't really know. Not enough wrinkles, stuff like that, you know. That is the first sketchbook. Okay, I'm pretty sure this one was the next one. Yeah. And see, I still wrote my name all over my stuff. Marita Jade, Marita Bowman, Marita Jade, yay. Yeah, so that's that. So now we are in 8th grade art. It's kind of hard to tell. Things are getting a little better with the proportions. Look at that. Boom, boom, fist bump. And I drew my book bag. I'm honestly gonna just tell you this. Colored pencil, I was not good at it. Ah, it's a zebra. Ah. Another beach because I drew about one of these every year, and Not much changes in between all of them, but I remember thinking this was really good because I thought I was just like phenomenal at water. Yeah, right. Look at that water. Like, that doesn't even look like water. I'm sorry, but I'm still not good at water. This is chalk, and it's a tree. And again, I never used sources, so I got mad and I scribbled out a lamp. I don't own that lamp anymore. I didn't scribble out the lamp in real life either. I'm just saying I don't. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. Drew myself on a spoon. You know what? If any of you are trying to get better with like reflections and stuff, this is a really good exercise. I mean, it helps you like pick out certain reflections and stuff, and I should go back and do this because like this is way old. Anyway, I was mad. End of story. Oh, happy birthday. Hey, we're getting better at art now. Woohoo. This is grape juice and a candle. Whoa, just turning the page now. Look at the bridge of that nose. Like, you can clearly tell I made up this picture, and I probably thought it was just like fantastic back in the day, but no. And I put like about 100 too many eyelashes. They don't look natural. Yeah. This year, look at this. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. My art teacher even made a comment. I remember this. Look at that flower pot. And look at the wall. Like, half of it is just protruding from the wall. Yeah. That's just something I failed to realize at the time, but... Woo! A flamingo head crossed out. A flamingo! Whoa! Oh man, NASCAR! I only drew this because my mom liked NASCAR. Just be honest, this was her favorite driver. I wrote L. Over top that. There's a cactus, and I definitely wrote ew. And there's another cactus. That is not how you start drawing eyes. You know, I probably do that in study hall. Oh, you know what? This one's kind of cool, actually. I liked this one. I was drawing like a collage of different eyes and lips and noses and stuff. I just wanted to get better at those features, and I thought it would look cool to put them all on a collage. I could like actually go back and make an art piece based off of this. This was a girl waiting for a bus, and she had had a bad day. See her purse on the ground. It's by some litter, and her suitcase, like she's just waiting for a new home or something. How depressing. Maybe she's gonna tag down that car and ask for a ride. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, look at this. This was actually decent. At the time, I thought it looked realistic, like a photograph, but looking back at it, obviously not. And that was probably one of my better ones of 8th grade. Rock with a backwards K. This is the next sketchbook. Actually, this was 9th grade, I believe. I loved clowns at the time, and this is a lot of pencil has rubbed on that, but I actually did a huge pastel version of this, and it's hanging in our, well, it was hanging in our living room until a couple months ago. Here's a silhouette, so things are starting to get a little more better. Oh man, I loved AFI and all those punky things, bands, such, you know, at the time. Not, I don't know, I don't really have much else to say about that, but yeah. I did a lot of weird things. These were like, you're entering my awkward years, so welcome to the party of awkward. Oh, I loved doing these little collages. I didn't finish this one, but there's a start there. Oh, this one was really cool. It's like all circles. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. On a piece of notebook paper. So that's that. And here is another one of those collage things. Lots of random things, so there's that. This is a fun thing to do if you're like at an airport or something. Again, more little punky people, because I went through like a little emo scene, little whatever. Okay, do you want to see my most awkward sketchbook of all time? I just think it's hilarious because the cover. Like, okay, ready? This is the cover of my sketchbook because I decided, like, it would be so much cooler to duct tape my sketchbook and put a collage over top, and so that's what I did. And so here's a picture of me with an afro wig on and my dog and stuff like that. I don't know if there's anything on the back. Oh yeah, there is, of course. There's an eye crying and stuff like that. So anyway, let's just see. Oh, look at this little punk sketch. Boom, boom, boom. All these sketches are ugly. See, I went through this like really weird time of being negative about my sketches. Anyway, there's that. Here's like a little mermaid looking thing with a really, really long face. Like she's got about a 5 head or 6 head instead of a 4 head, something. Hey, I forgot about this. The concept is cool anyway. It got wet. The sketchbook got wet, so you're gonna see this from now on. Sorry about that. Ceiling fan. I thought this one was particularly cute at the time. I still think it's kind of cute. That's my friend Sadie. This was our snack cabinet, so I drew it. Not much to say about that one. Hey guys, you want some Nutter Butters? I made this out of paper mache. So obviously I didn't have much of a style back then. I just did stuff. This is, you can guess who this is, right? You guys are probably getting a horrible impression of my music taste. This is nothing of what I listen to. Orlando Bloom? Yeah, I think. A vase! Rocking that old TV. Scribbling stuff out, as you can see. Okay. There's that. She looks slightly frightened. Here is an iPod. I still use this in my car. I mostly listen to books on this one and music on another one. But yeah. A RAR and lots of, look at this star. And this is like what? It's a staircase that's about to eat you. Like, don't go walking up those. I mean, like, yeah. Here's this one because, you know, I don't know. Okay. Actually, I think the one I showed you last came after this one, but we'll see. I don't really remember, actually. This is like an about me collage at the time. Lots of abstract little things. Nope, I think this one was newer. Okay, lots of hands. Obviously it was better than that, like, awkward lemonade glass. This one, yeah, gets a little bit better. Oh, we had to draw on our notes, and this is what's his name? Jack from Lost, because that was my favorite thing to watch back in the day. I don't know, but started liking to draw people a lot, as you could see from this one, which the shading was getting better actually, so that's cool. Colored pencil. Hey, look, I learned how to press harder and lighten things up finally, and stuff. And then I did a monochromatic thing with melting candle things and other little candle things and like a lot of red things. Look at that, getting perception down. Little toesies. Lots of eyes, because I liked eyes. Okay, I did a lot of these little abstract guys, but I lost a lot of them. So this is probably one of the only ones I have left. But here's an eye. It's probably one of the better eyes from my sketchbooks so far. Here's like this little punky girl. And a lot of nose and mouth right there, and teeth and stuff. And the last sketchbook. Da-da-da-da. There's probably not much in here actually, because, yeah. Color studies. I recommend you try this. This is acrylic paint on paper. Just stuff like glass and stuff like that. The next thing is, did I skip a page? No? Okay. Charcoal and stuff. This was in the painting class that I took in college, actually. So this was actually my first year of college. Here's an eye. Here's a study before deciding what to paint. Boom! Little painting of a little meadow type of thing. Boom! Okay, of course, because there's always one of these in my sketchbooks, but okay. This is actually really cool. Different scenes inside of picture frames. These are drafts for paintings, most of these ones actually, so. This painting is hanging in my living room, like the not draft version. This was just some quick little thrown together thing. Here's an eyeball because I always do those little things. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, there is stuff in here. These are just little shots of ideas for a painting. Like this. I did this version, which is like a bunch of different colors, obviously. Here's a sketch, and this was the painting I actually did, so that's cool. I just picked a different color scheme. The skin kind of looks a little sickly in this one, but yeah. I did this sketch as a painting as well, so these are just little practice things. I just did that. It's not very detailed, but you know, rough drafts don't really have to be, so. But there's a lot of things I see that I could have fixed, so it's still not that good. And then there's newer things that I have done. So I'll show you one of my newest paintings, like this. My style has obviously changed a lot. Or you can see this in another video. My style has definitely changed a lot. Okay, if you want a sneak peek at my next video, this painting here will be the next one, so stay tuned. Hey, one more thing. I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching, because I truly appreciate you, all of you, and come back soon, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a good day!